What's up, Facebook, YouTube, and everybody in between? I uploaded a video here recently, well, about a month ago now, and I was talking about the Jacob Blake incident and how there was wrongdoing on both sides. Well, for some damn reason, that video, and only that video, is glitching now. But that'd be alright. I'm going to upload this one in place of it and try to cover everything I said in the other one. But anyway, I think both parties were wrong. Now, he shouldn't have never been there, but the police didn't have to try to kill him either. Alright? Now, I didn't sit there and jump on that before I had all the facts and all that other like some other people do. You know, I didn't form an opinion until I was well informed. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, him and his girlfriend or wife, whatever she was, were having issues. All right, and they got into a domestic dispute of some sort, and it apparently turned violent, and he either did or he tried to rape her, and he ended up leaving, and she went and filed a restraining order against him and pressed charges. Well, see, he wasn't supposed to be over there to start with, and he knew it. Now, he shows up over there and at her house in direct violation of the restraining order, supposedly to pick up his kids, and, you know, against her will, or against her wishes, of course. And I'm assuming she had custody of the kids. But anyway, she calls the police over there, and they're getting updates on the way over the radio of his past record. And dispatcher tells him about the restraining order, and also that he had been arrested before for having a gun illegally, which I don't know if that's because he was already a felon before or what, but in some states, well, actually, I think it's federal, I ain't sure. If you've been convicted of domestic violence, you lose your gun rights. You're not allowed to have a gun. Now, apparently he got caught with a gun at some point, and that tells the officer that he don't care that he ain't supposed to have it. He may have one. Now, dispatcher, of course, tells the officer about the restraining order and the active warrant against him, which I believe was a felony warrant. Now, that covers the only police footage that I've seen was the dash cam footage. I don't think Kenosha used body cameras at the time. They may, but I don't think so. I ain't seen a body camera footage at all. All I've seen is one video compilation. Well, I've seen actually several videos, but I've seen one where all three angles were put together. The dash cam from the first responding officer, and then two cell phone angles. And so anyway, the police are coming in hot anyway on account of his priors and on account of the fact that he's violating a restraining order, and of course the warrant he had out against him. Now, They get there, and apparently at some point they already had him partially restrained. And that was at the passenger side at the back of the minivan. Now, that's one cell phone angle. And at some point he had told him he had a knife. And I believe they had already tased him at one point, and it was ineffective. Now, I may be wrong on that. That's just hearsay. Now, anyway, that may explain why they didn't try to tase him again, because it wasn't effective. Certain kind of drugs just nullify that. And, or even a certain mindset. But anyway, he fought him off. He got away. And it wasn't clear as to whether the kids were already in the car. He did, however, have the keys. Now, if them kids was in that car, they do not want to chase a carload of kids. They don't want to chase a car anyway. It could get real dangerous real quick. But the way they acted, I believe the kids were probably in the car. Now, so he messed up by even going over there. Actually, take it on back. He messed up by doing what he did to start with. And then he messed up by going back over there when he wasn't supposed to be. And then he messed up by resisting arrest. Now, here's where the police started messing up. They chased him around the front of that car, and they were no more than 3 feet away at any time. All right? They could almost reach out and grab him. And when he come around the driver door, he opened the driver door, one of the cops did grab him. The one that shot him, well, it might have been two of them, but one of them had a hold of his shirt while he was digging around under the seat. All right, or in the car anyway, digging around in the car, or trying to get in the car, whatever he was trying to do. And they were ordering him the entire time to stop, 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 stop. How many times you got to say stop? But either way, they were right up on him. All right. They did not have to shoot to kill. Now, if it had been me, if the kids were in the car, and I knew that's where he was going, I'd have popped him when he was going around the front. Just to graze. Wow, put him on his ass. But, I mean, it was so close that just the muzzle blast would have singed him. All right? He was that close. Now, when the cop had a hold of his shirt, he damn sure didn't have to shoot center mass. He could have shot the arm that was doing the violating, that was reaching around in the car. That would have got his attention real quick, and it would have disabled that arm. They wouldn't have had to worry about what he was digging for, because he was right-handed. Obviously, he's digging around with his right hand. He's right-handed. Take out the right arm, But see, they're not trained that way. Every paper target, every silhouette target that I've ever seen had the bullseye in the middle. And they shoot center mass because 1, 2, 3, 5 bullets may not stop you. I've heard stories about getting people shot, or people being shot in the head multiple times by a .22, and they make it to the hospital driving. But anyway, they didn't have to shoot to kill. They could have shot to wound if they shot at all. All right. I mean, they were so close that that officer probably could have tackled him, but I don't believe they had the knife away from him that he said he had, so that might not have turned out good for them. So, but anyway, still, they didn't have to shoot to kill. All right. And if I remember right, he didn't actually die, which is a good thing, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, wrongdoing on both sides. He shouldn't have been doing what he was doing to get the police involved. He shouldn't have never touched that woman unless she was beating the holy shit out of him, and then only to get her off of him. And I don't know if she might have been just being petty. You know how girls are. Motherfucker gonna cheat on me. I show him he won't never see them damn kids again. You know, that might have been the case. But we'll never know now, anyway. But either way, he shouldn't have done none of that he was accused of doing. He should have complied with the police. He knew he had a warrant. He shouldn't have been over there because he knew he had a restraining order, because that's the way I understand it. That's the only way that they can actually prosecute a restraining order, is if both parties have been alerted to it. You know, how is that fair if you don't know? You know, I would think. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not a cop either. But anyway, that's what that video was about. All right. And I think it's funny that that's the only one out of my 25 or so videos so far that glitched. All right. And I'm going to leave it up so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. Only the last few seconds of audio play and video. The rest of it's just me sitting there like, just going down the road like a still picture with a squeak and a eek every once in a while. And YouTube is giving me the runaround about trying to figure out what happened. And I didn't keep a copy of it because I didn't want to take up memory on my phone. You know, as soon as I upload a video, I delete it. As soon as it's on YouTube servers and it's watchable, I turn around and delete it off of my phone. But speaking of memory, mine's about full. But either way, he shouldn't have done what he was doing, but they didn't have to use lethal force either. They could have just wounded him, and he probably would have complied. All right. Especially being that close to him while they were chasing him. It's not like he was way over yonder, like 20, 30, 40 yards away. All right. They were right there on him. But anyway, if this one glitches, I know something. Y'all messing with my First Amendment doing that. But y'all take it easy. I'm out of video memory. I will see y'all later.